You know what? I got something else real quick, and we're going to wrap the show because I think we're getting close. No, really, real quick. What, did you just owe me? Like, there's no way I could ever say
There's nothing quick. But okay, let's do it.
Well, all I was going to say was how appreciative and grateful I am. I love you dearly.
This is about control. Everybody knows. Everyone complies. We're the kinds of pros. I don't need a plane. I just hit the road. I do what I want. I can't sell my soul. Market about to crash. This is what you chose. Ruining the country. I think that's the goal. You gonna take the mark. I take narrow roads. I'm a man of God. I can never fold.
So, are we ready to start?
That was a...
Okay. Welcome to the Protect Your Purpose podcast. What the what's up, bro?
That was really loud.
Welcome to the Protect Your...
when you're like, okay!
Oh, well, shit. All right.
It fucking like rattled my brain.
Well, let me see if I can smooth this out for you.
Please do.
Welcome to the Protect Your Purpose podcast, where we talk whiskey, business, friends, family, and freedom. I'm your host, Matt Marchese, and this is my deaf co-host,
Now, yeah, for sure.
Zach Grady.
Cap.
Zach,
No cap.
No cap. And of course, my lovely wife, Lindy. Welcome, honey.
You sometimes have
Blah,
a...
blah, 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 blah.
Hi, thank you.
Oh, yours is so easy to start off. Let's get right into it. A couple housekeeping items. Ian wanted me to do this at the beginning of the show instead of the end because nobody comes to the end of the show.
And both.
Nobody makes it to the end.
Yeah, that's a long time to be a part of a fucking podcast. I agree. I'm not mad. Yes, Zach, let's start drinking.
Go ahead. Do your thing.
I think from now on in the format, I do the intro, the housekeeping items, while you pour. And then at the end of the housekeeping items, that will be my cue.
Are you literally taking what I was doing and you making it your idea?
Is that what you were doing?
That's exactly what I was doing.
Did you think about it, though?
Yeah, of course.
You fucking liar. No, I just think it's what you were doing was really great. We should standardize that.
Matt thought of this. Everybody.
So, at the beginning of the show, I've been asked to... You can't get that pour in.
It's slippery.
Shit, man. Starting off a little rocky this morning or afternoon.
Wherever we are.
Whatever time of day it actually is. Well, it's actually not morning, but anyhow, housekeeping items. This is, well, number one, we're getting some kick-ass traction on our Instagram account, which is spilling over into some of our other ones. So thank you all for doing the thing. Continue to do that. Share the show, like the show, subscribe on Instagram, even communist TikTok, YouTube, subscribe, leave reviews, Facebook, all the things, right?
Beautiful.
Fantastic. Right? Anyway, Zach, what?
You just got back in town.
What are we drinking today? I did. What are we drinking?
I thought you were going to bust out the old dad joke like, I just landed and boy, are my arms tired.
Because he flew.
Yeah, never mind.
I'm so
Out
cool.
of it.
You're very out of it.
I'm so cool. So I'm so
Uncool.
not dad joke. I didn't even understand that dad joke. So either.
I didn't understand it either, if I'm being
Okay,
honest.
It's because it was stupid.
I've never heard. Is that a common dad
Ian,
joke?
cut that part out.
I just flew in. Boy,
I
are
only
my
c-
arms tired.
You don't
very
get
common,
that?
Dad.
Like you're flapping your arms? Is that funny?
Yes.
I
Jesus
even got
Christ.
that.
Oh, like a
Fucking
bird.
Idiot.
I think it's okay.
So
if,
I'm the famous one now.
Yes. So,
Yeah, that celebrity joke is really taking shape of you guys being celebrities now.
Yeah. So
It
last.
really is a joke. I don't feel like that at all. But
You don't?
I just thought because you're such a celebrity,
Babe,
I passed you up.
Do it.
I just had to make it known. Like I was just super happy about it. So
babe,
what?
you were super happy about what?
That I passed you up on your viral video.
That's all.
I didn't know that
That's
you're.
all she was shooting.
That was something that you were happy about. I
It
was
was-
proud of you, and you were shitting on me on your way up.
It was
your way
just-
up. She stepped on you.
I
on
thought
the way
you were
up.
sending me screenshots of it to celebrate with me.
I
didn't know you were
was.
you were dumping shit on me on your way up. I didn't know you were big timing me the whole
Well,
way up.
It just caught me by surprise because I had no idea that specific short would go ham.
Okay, so for
Like it
the
did.
Ham
for the
sandwich.
listeners,
Ham
it did
sandwich.
go ham and eggy. We had a ham and egg. I had one roll from 300,000 or 400,000 to 1.5 million, which gets zero love now. Like going from 500,000 views to 1.5 million in 5 days is a pretty good accomplishment when you're doing it right next to somebody who's going from 0 to 5 million in the same 5 days.
You're a pansy.
Just, I'm worth the shit Lindy was dropping on me on her way to the top.
And you never know, by the time that this hits people's ears, it could be at 10, 20,
50,
50 mil.
150.
Mine.
She could actually have her own talk show.
Dude,
She is
She's going to quit this show and have her own show.
Oprah Winfrey, ladies and gentlemen.
why you're bullshitting? Mine might get to like 200K or something.
Speaking of getting shit on the way up, I've been dumping shit on you for months. Listen, so for the listeners who don't know what the fuck we're talking about, understandably so, I understand. We on Instagram, we put out shorts. Ian, great job. They're kind of clickbaity, and we make those things as interesting. Is that a good word to describe what you do?
Yeah.
As interesting as possible.
As
And cliffhanger, I feel like
divisive.
a lot.
Yeah.
No,
opinionated.
Okay.
As opinionated
All
as
right.
possible.
It is so it's truth, 100% it's truth, but it's I leave them open to interpretation for people to be like, oh wait,
Let me figure out what this is all
you
about.
know,
what is he meaning by that?
yes,
Yeah. So
which hopefully brings people to the podcast to find out the meaning.
right. So here's the deal. A couple of things. Number one, for our loyal listeners who are building something and trying to build a business, we started go back to listen to episode 1. Episode 1, we got on basically an iPhone, not really, but could have been
Kind of.
basically an iPhone. We got on. We said, hey, here's what we're doing. We're going to build an online brand. We're going to record this podcast. You can do this with next to nothing. We're going to display relentless consistency across all of our forms of content. And we're going to essentially talk about the journey while we're on it. And what the journey we're on is building an online brand.
That
Okay?
we started from scratch with zero.
With zero.
And now we have cups.
And you guys weren't even celebrities yet either. So it's not like when Logan Paul started a podcast or Joe Rogan.
No.
Joe Rogan was already famous when he started the Joe Rogan Experience. You guys were not celebrities yet.
Hear me out, people. We
Wait, we weren't.
I like
As-
what you did with that.
as everyone
You
knows,
guys were shitbags.
I've
Nobody knew who you were. at
beard
all.
butter on my glass. I've got tallow, thanks to the Petros. I've got cow fat beard oil. People, I hope it looks good for the cameras.
Gross.
You'll also note that on one of our episodes, the Dr. Ben Tapper episode, I committed to not shaving my beard. I kind of messed up a couple times because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. But I'm on, Dr. Tapper.
I like it.
I'm letting,
I've given you lots of compliments
as
on
Ben
your beard. I
Tapper
like
would
it.
say, I'm letting the mane do its thing.
I was gonna say.
I think that's what he said, right?
You're on
Let
the
the
Ben
mane do
Tapper
its
beard
thing.
program.
I am.
Matt, did
the
you
mane
see
do its thing.
did you notice something on Zach's face coming back?
Oh no!
Yes.
Why are you doing that?
Is it like sitting right on top of the microphone?
It's just laying there. Anyway, so if you go back to episode 1, here's what I want to talk about, a little value for people. It's awesome. We love it. It's fun. Lindy was prefacing this with not letting it get to our head. Believe me, we don't give a shit about it other than the fact that this is a plan. This was planned. This is not luck. We didn't make something and put it out there and it was a little bit controversial or anything. This was a fucking plan. We decided what we were going to do. We made a plan and we were executing. We executed the plan with the goal and the intentions of getting people's attention. Once we have their attention, we can build and build and build and build, and we can create a big, giant fucking brand that does a couple things. Promotes our mission, our freedom mission, hopefully gets people moving in the right direction and bettering themselves, their marriages, their families, their businesses, their growth. We are hopeful to provide value, and in return, we now have the attention of people that we can sell them things. Like, that's the way business works. If you're looking at starting an online brand, follow the show for no other reason that literally just a couple months ago, we had 0 fucking followers. We had 0 subscribers on any platform. We started it, and now we've got several videos on several platforms that have gone viral into the millions of views, now hundreds of thousands of likes, and tens of thousands of subscribers and followers in just a few months. This is the plan. This is what we are executing, and the outcome of it, which is super exciting to me, and I know Ian, well, all of us, is a business plan coming to life, and we finally get to see results. It's like if you were to go into the guttering business and you buy a trailer, you buy a gutter machine, you buy a phone book advertisement, you spend all this money on the investment, you hire an employee, you get a bank account, a business.
You give whiskey
loan.
to your second employee.
Right. You get everything ready to start, and then all of a sudden you get your first customer, and then you're like, oh shit, okay, we got customers. All right, and we get another one. Oh, we've got customers. And then all of a sudden you get a big job and you're like, whoa, we profited. Holy shit, high five, we made some fucking money. It's the exact same thing we're doing. We made all the investments on the front end. We decided we were going to be relentless. And now it's just pretty exciting. I've had a lot of people reach out.
The ultimate end game is to spread word about, to save this country.
Yeah.
And to eventually whiskey, right?
Yeah.
That's the ultimate goal. And I feel like a lot of people aren't aware of that. Maybe we'll talk about that down the road.
Listen. So what Lindy's talking about is, and she's speaking in code because we're not launching this yet.
I just want people to know at some point it's coming.
Yeah, and she's looking for me or she's looking at me for approval to say what she's trying to say.
Ian,
And
maybe cut this?
and I'm not giving it to her because no. So I'll say what it is. So ultimately, the whiskey brand, we're launching a distilled spirits brand. I think by now, if you follow the show, you should know that. If you don't, then you do now. So we're launching a distilled spirits brand, and the name of the game in distilled spirits is distribution. So what we are doing is we're building a channel, and we're building a network, a channel, a tribe of people, of like-minded individuals, okay? People who share similar purposes. And if you haven't figured it out yet, whiskey, business, friends, family, faith, and freedom.
I like how you added that on there officially, by the way.
Faith is a big part of it. And these are people, if you follow our content, that those are the things you will hear us talking about. Whiskey, business, friends, family, and freedom, and faith.
Fitness.
And maybe one day fantasy football.
And definitely not fantasy football. But what we're doing is we're building a tribe. We're building of people that have common interests or common purposes, okay? Those people, when we launch a whiskey brand, will be our customers, and thereby making the distribution aspect of what the business is much more simple. It's the hardest thing of the business. Making a good product, I've said it 100 times on this show, making a good product is easy. It's 2023. Like, the scientists got a hold of the process. They've got it narrowed down to and dialed into as best as it can be without, fucking with nature and how that.
You're talking whiskey specifically.
Yeah, aged spirits. Yeah. But I mean, the distilling part, they've got that part down to a gnat's ass. Very little changes. But what we're doing is the hard part, is we're building a tribe that will eventually buy whatever, buy shirts and shit. So that's the beauty of it. We're getting our message out. And then ultimately, I'm hopeful that we'll launch our whiskey product and people will buy it. And then that business is the business, and that's what I can't say too much about, but that business is the business that's going to change the world. It's going to change America. It's a B corporation, which is a for-profit business with a purpose. It is a giant ecosystem of a conglomerate of purposes ran by like-minded individuals with an entrepreneurial spirit who seek to change the world and to preserve the American purpose, which is fucking freedom. So
I think
there's how that works.
I think kind of what Lindy was saying is when we originally, part of the original plan starting this was like a stepping stone into that, right? But now I feel like more as this particular aspect starts to grow, now that part's just going to be like an addition. So it's not like a stepping stone. It's just adding the whole brand together. Because I don't even know if we expected things to go as well as they are this early.
That's because you are a little bitch. I think we are behind the curve, and Ian does not.
So yeah, Matt 100%. I know Matt expecting more, and I 100%.
Matt expects. This isn't a past tense. I still
You are
expect
right.
more.
You're
Okay,
right.
Let's go.
But as far as where we're at, I think we're right at about where I was hoping we'd be at for right now. But then another thing to add to what Matt is saying too is we're creating a lifestyle brand, and the Protect Your Purpose name is an umbrella. Underneath that umbrella, there is multiple.
Ooh. Go ahead.
You don't like that?
No, I do. Yeah.
Okay. Underneath that umbrella, there's multiple things. We have the podcast. There's the whiskey. There's a coaching business.
Apparel.
Apparel. Thank you. many things underneath that, and it's a lifestyle brand because Matt has created a message behind it that people can get behind, and that is protecting your purpose.
Yeah. So
Boom.
yeah. So I stopped because I went, ooh,
Yeah.
Ian's going to explain too much and have to cut himself out.
He
did.
didn't, though. He did a good job.
No, he's right. Listen, it's so full circle back to where we started this. This is proof. It's proof. And one, I made a post, I think it might have been yesterday, on some of my socials. It was basically a fuck what your friends think. Okay? Because a lot of, first of all, the comment, we'll hop into that because I know that's basically the format of the show today, is to react to some of those comments, which are fucking ridiculous and hilarious. But people are legitimately holding themselves back from creating content, I promise you, in fear of what their friends, close friends, I would still even say these people are friends of theirs, okay? But they are afraid of what their friends are going to think, because guess what? When you try and go build a brand, what do your friends say? Oh, she's trying to be an
Naysayers.
influencer. Oh, how annoying. They're doing this. Oh, that. And what that does is that demotivates people. It scares people into just doing what they have to do. Buddy of mine just asked me, like, dude, how are you building an online? This is sick. Like, I want to do it for my business. Give me all the information you have. What do you, like, tell me more. And it was pretty simple to him. Like, number one, don't do it unless you're going to do it full time. You're wasting your fucking time. Number two, don't try and create commercials, because that commercials are for TV and everyone tries to fast forward through commercials. If you try and create an online presence with a commercial, then you're going to annoy people, and people are going to try and fast forward through you. You can't do it. You can, but those are paid ads that somebody else pays you to do
Put on your
a
shit.
commercial on your non-commercial. So what you have to do is you have to make your brand like a reality TV show. Okay? You are the fucking brand. Unless you want to build a brand like I don't have to be the brand. My brand could be my kids. My brand could be you guys. My brand could be, short video, whatever it is. It isn't a commercial. So you have to be relentless about it. You have to create. And I promise you, this show will be proof of that. There is something for anyone. Like, I would say 99% of the content we put out, I can't even fucking stomach to listen to, because I overanalyze and it cringes me. It makes me, like, it literally makes my fucking palms sweat listening to myself in audio. We've talked about it before. But that's not the way it's received to everyone. I'm sure it's received that way to some people. I mean, my brother's like, bro, I can't fucking believe you are popping up on my fucking Facebook feed. Like, I'm scrolling through TikTok and there's your face talking. How did this happen? I'm like, right. I have to deal with that. Like, it's a form of imposter syndrome type where you know that there's haters. You know that people are, dude, fuck that. Put your head down and do what you're doing. F the noise. Who cares what they think? And when you've got a fucking post that hits 5 million views, you literally get to say, somebody thought it was fucking cool.
Yeah.
Someone in that comments section I saw popped up on
that.
my alert and said, useless. And I'm like, well,
yeah.
over 100,000 people thought it wasn't. So, and then,
Useless vid, I think.
yeah,
it said.
useless. Yeah, whatever.
you're-
Anyway, that's the point is, and then we'll talk about that. What we're going to do today is we're going to talk about some comments, because there was some pretty good.
Yeah.
I think we're only going to talk about probably the shitty and the funny ones, right?
Well,
Who
I
wants
think
to
and
talk
most
about
of them are probably
positivity?
going to be about that video specifically. And the video itself was
If you have been married for quite some time and your husband is still desiring you, still wanting you, still effortlessly trying to get some human connection, get that touch, you should feel lucky.
Amen.
You should be like, oh, he still desires me. He's still attracted to me. He still has that. He still wants me.
Cue the feminist.
There was a comment that said, I'm just here for the amen. Because you said amen right after me.
Amen.
oh, was it?
I love it.
That's
Amen.
awesome.
I am here for the amen too, because amen to you for having the courage to say that. And there are a lot of people, listen, we're in a feminist world, man. It's a woke feminist ass world, and it's just all it takes to trigger a 5 million view fucking 2,000 comment fight in the comment reel.
And just if you want to see how divisive our country is, go look no further than the comment section in that. Like, people will find any reason to argue about anything. And I like because the main comment was, well, what about he should still be desiring you?
Of course.
Which, no shit.
Yeah.
But she's a woman talking about her husband.
That goes both ways. Well,
the best
bitch,
the
no
one
one said it
comment was
doesn't.
like, why does everybody find a reason to argue? Like, we could have a video up here of somebody saving dogs and somebody be like, what about all the cats though?
Right.
Yeah, I
Dude,
saw that.
it's ridiculous. Lenny and I talked about it because someone left a mean comment. And I'm like, yeah, I first of all, bring on the mean comments, because if you are lucky enough for me to catch that comment in the midst of 2,000, I'm going to respond, and it is literally going to be a 2 to 3 word mic drop, like you are dumb, with a mic drop a phone or microphone drop a phone with a microphone drop. Because
What was the one that's got over 100? Your comment. We just talked about it earlier.
Okay,
I don't even know what the comment was, but your comment was something like, yeah, just go ahead and watch the full video and then tell me what you think.
Oh,
or
No,
said,
it's
you sound miserable.
Oh, you sound miserable. Yeah, you sound
Listen,
miserable.
and
Watch
let me-
the whole video.
Watch the whole video and then form an opinion. Dude, thousands and thousands and thousands of people going on there commenting. I mean, literally a fucking 15-second, 20-second, whatever it is, edited short form clip. It's obvious and intentionally a clip of a greater production conversation. Okay. It is obviously the most abridged version of an opinion that you could possibly fucking squeeze into Twitter words, you know? And people get on there and start full-blown wars with each other and telling you,
And some are really mean.
oh, dude, we have
Not towards me. There was
With
nothing.
each
You know
other,
what? Yeah, there
though,
really wasn't
Just
much.
to
It was
each
people
other.
disagreeing with, like,
Holy
oh,
crap.
amen. I love her message. What do you mean you love her message? What about her?
misogynist. How
Shut
could
up,
she
whore.
think that? Yeah, it's so crazy. And then, so I just, when they come in, when I have a chance to read them, I'll see them and be like, you are that passionate about a 15-second clip from somebody who you have no fucking idea who they are, that you have taken out of context, has been maybe delivered to you out of context. Like, you're blowing up your marriage because of this right now?
Oh yeah, there's a full blown divorce going on in those comments too.
It's pretty
And that's
funny.
the truth. She's not making that up. There's literally a divorce going on in the
Hey,
comments. in this.
also, if you're trying to communicate with your spouse via comments on Instagram,
Stop it.
that video is not for you.
Yeah. Listen, I've got some value for our listeners. Don't get divorced on a comment thread on the Protect Your Purpose
Do you think when you
podcast
started
Instagram reel.
the brand Protect Your Purpose that you would end up having a divorce
No.
on one of the videos?
Bro, it's
That's on your hands.
hilarious.
That's on your
Yeah, you've got blood on your hands.
But
I don't know how I'm gonna
the
live.
wide array of comment, like there's some that are funny. There's like what was the one where it was like, oh, this video just kicked every feminist in their dick.
Oh, dude, it was good. That was.
But then there's
fucking
like people who
hilarious.
get like really serious, like, oh, I did this for my wife and she just called me a fat loser and
She left me for 2 other men, or dude, there's some
Like,
serious
or
shit.
whoa,
in there.
dude.
Or there's one, been married 35 years, have sex twice a day, love my wife so much I would never leave her, you know.
Yeah,
Those,
all
those
the-
are the fun ones.
dude,
though.
there's a lot of it. So someone asked me while I was with one of my buddies, it's like, is it mostly nice or is it mostly shit? And it's like, oh no, it's like anything in life. It's very much mostly supportive
Yeah,
comments, but it's the ones that are fucking, it's the 10% that are off the fucking rails that are driving those fucking numbers.
Literally, the 10% haters are the reason that this video went
100%.
There,
viral.
Right.
some of those comments have like 200 or 300 comments
Right,
on them.
those are the comments that are driving.
And
the
then they're
comments.
both getting an argument like, you're dumb. No, you're dumb.
Right.
You're stupid. You're super dumb. You're really, really dumb. It's like, yeah, keep them coming.
One of my
man. That's
favorite ones on there was someone commented on one of the hate comments and said it's women like you that are hating on this that probably have been having an affair too. So you have
Yes.
nothing to say.
Oh yeah,
There was a lot of like crazy cat lady comments too. Like, hey, shut up and go play with your cats.
Yeah. Dude, here's my advice to you people. You want advice to my listeners? Okay. If you're a listener of this show, you should only remain a listener of this show if you subscribe to the concept of never, ever, ever getting into a fucking argument on someone you don't know's comment thread about a fucking short form clip taken out of a broader clip without any other frame of reference and fucking arguing about it. You ought to be embarrassed, and the people who are reading that are laughing at you. They're calling you pathetic. They're telling you what kind of like I just told Lindy, what if I went and got into an argument on like Frisella's post with another person that I don't know about some shit that somebody said that I don't know, and then one of my fucking friends sees me arguing with someone, they're going to be like, this can't be what Matt's doing with his time. Like, he's arguing with strangers on another stranger's post about a fucking clip taken out of context. What? Yeah.
It's even worse.
Don't be that person.
It's even worse on ours because we're not Frisella level. Like, somebody's literally found a random video
You're arguing on our post, right?
Well, the thing with it, too, though, is what Lindy said isn't controversial. She's saying she's happy that Matt is still attracted to her. Like,
Bro.
What is controversial about that? I'd even say it's a cute short. I'd say it's cute.
It's
because she didn't mention
Yeah.
she's still attracted to him.
No, let me explain this. I'll give it. We won't go down this road, but I have the answer. It's because it is an agenda, okay, and the agenda radicalizes behavior. It isn't about just being fucking normal. That is why they call it radicalization. That's why they're radicals, because you can say something as neutral as you should be. Here's what it was. Relatively speaking, you should be pretty fucking excited. You should feel lucky if your husband still loves you and still is attracted to you, because there are fucking hundreds of million women whose husbands aren't attracted to them. So listen here, you feminists, okay? From the misogynist, you're lucky if your husband's still attracted to you, because there's plenty of fucking women out there whose husbands are not attracted to them. And if you think you're just going to say, hey, husband, you need to be attracted to me, which is what happens in the comment reel. People go so crazy like, he fucking better be attracted. No, you loony bin. Okay? Do me this. Find me a feminist, a married feminist, and I will show you a husband who isn't attracted to you. Because I'm telling you right fucking now, the agenda of feminism is to push separation, and it does that because it isn't attractive. It's just like racism. It's fucking isn't attractive. That's why it divides. So if you think you want your man to be attracted to you, and you don't think the women whose men that are attracted to them should be lucky, continue down your fucking feminist route, and you're going to soon understand that you're no longer attracted or no longer attractive to masculine men. Now we have divided households and women in the workforce, women outside of their house, raising children by themselves and dependent on the fucking government to support them. That's how this goes. So
and it's like anything, man. Like, feminism had a worthy cause at one point, but the pendulum has swung so far.
radical.
So radical.
Right, of course.
That everyone's just like, shut the fuck up.
Of course. Dude,
Like,
racism
come on.
also had some fucking validity at one point. Yeah, okay?
But now, yeah, the pendulum has swung.
Women used to not have equal rights, okay? Yeah. We had active slaves in our society, yeah. We don't have any of that anymore. But so now why are we still pushing it? Because it fucking divides. It's polarizing, just like everything else that the fucking media pushes. And then we go to Canada and people are like, man, I haven't, literally just over the fucking north border. And they're like, I've never been to the United States. Why? Y'all are crazy down there.
I ain't going to the United
I ain't
States.
going to the United States. Why? Because y'all are crazy. It's intentional. They're pushing it on us. And what that does...
Canada ain't got a lot of room to talk, though.
No, but still, I mean, worldview, you're talking Canada. We're like their big brother by default. Like, they think...
We're a laughing stock.
We are a laughing stock
To the
to the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's... Dude, it's pretty shitty. And that is on full display on The Divide. Right there on the Protect Your Purpose podcast Instagram is a perfect example of how something as simple as you should be happy, because there's a lot of people that aren't fucking happy. You should feel grateful for that. And people are like, luck is not the right word. How dare you? You misogynist.
You set women back 100 years, Lindy.
Yes, you just did it. It's so fucking nutty. Don't be a part of it, okay? Be a part of the solutions.
Real
Robin.
quick, though,
Okay.
I want to give you guys credit for handling the negative comments as well as you are. Because when this first kicked off, I'm not going to lie, I was a little concerned about your mental space if somebody fucking talked shit on you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you're...
Oh. Yeah, I'm kind
I
of
think we had this
cannon.
conversation before,
Fucking
though.
hate everybody.
But you also like being liked.
Of course.
Yeah, everybody likes being liked.
Of course. So
Maybe
I
I
thought
like it, yeah.
I thought maybe if you got some negative comments, it'd mess with you a little more
No,
than it
hate
has.
drives me, bro.
Uh,
I love being able to laugh at them though, and we have a text thread with all of us, and when we see one, we fucking shoot it off. We're like,
great.
look at this.
I
fucking
100% did not worry about that because I know Matt understands that the hate is going to make us grow faster
yeah.
than the love.
Bring
Matt,
on that fucking
literally bring it. Bring it.
no press is bad press.
No. Matter of fact, bad press is good press. Like,
Literally.
fuck yeah. The more
No, yeah. I mean,
someone
that's,
can hop on board saying that I'm a dickless douchebag or whatever they're. Well, you can't say dickless anymore. 'Cause there's a lot of people
Should I
out there.
cut that?
That's one of
Should I
your.
cut that?
And you're
That's-
definitely not dickless.
Actually, you know who's
true
not
that.
dickless?
good for you.
Okay. Yeah.
You know who's not dickless?
Okay. Big shout out.
That guy that spliced
My
our reel.
my favorite remix of our viral reel is a guy that's not dickless.
Dude, go check it out. So you've got to go.
A horse
I don't know
made
how
a
to get
video
there.
out of our.
Yeah, this guy's got a horse dingling right there on the video,
Front and center on the video.
front and center.
Like
Yeah.
that's what the video's about.
Go find it. Message the show. Like if you're watching live and you want to know, put it in the comments. Ian will have it prepared for Friday morning.
We'll put it in our comments.
We'll put it in the live thread so you can go check
We'll
that
attach
out.
the link in the bio.
I'm gonna
Just to his.
link
Just
in
to
bio.
his.
So fuck, where were we going with that? It was important. Oh,
You were
the
gonna do
hate.
it around. Oh,
Yeah, dude, the hate is great. Like, bring that shit on.
I mean, honestly, the video is a perfect example of that too, because a lot of the comments came from somebody saying something dumb,
Right.
and then 100 other comments telling them they're fucking stupid.
Yep. Let's go.
Yeah.
Don't be a dumbass on my shit because I'm going to benefit from it. Bring on the hate is great. I'm proud of my wife, speaking of that, because I don't know, as a soft-hearted woman, I probably would feel that way too. It's ironic that you view me as a soft-hearted woman.
Not at all.
Yep, sure. No, I was worried about your feelings, Matt. I really was. Why? Fuck them, bro. Why were you? It's true. I am a loose cannon, but Lindy, women are fucking vicious, bro.
They are.
that's
my
the
God.
truth.
And especially the feminist women against a woman who is like an anti-feminist agenda woman, like Lindy, they are fucking mean.
That's all the hate comments is
Dude,
from
that's
feminist
hate.
women.
Yeah, it's feminist women, right? Because we didn't clarify that men are evil in the post.
Or that men should be equally as
This
lucky.
I can't tell you how many fucking two-way streets popped
Oh,
up
yeah.
on my shit. It's a two-way street. Yeah, no shit, bitch.
And I literally
Duh.
made a
Yeah.
short.
We only have 30 seconds.
if not,
okay?
it's abuse, you twat.
I
We got
literally
it.
made a short 2 days prior that also went. Your viral is about you talking about how much in love with you are and the fact that every man, and there was hate on that because you
from
said
the fucking other side.
because you said every man should protect his woman and it should drive you passionately pissed off
that
when
was the
someone
one.
hurts
Interesting.
your woman. And people were like, well, what about if you get hurt? What, your woman should protect you. Like,
Oh,
like,
stop
dude,
being
just
such a
stop it. Stop it. Stop turning something positive into something negative
But-
because there's no negativeness.
but-
in
Bring
there.
it on, actually.
But-
Keep doing
yeah,
it.
Yes,
keep
yes,
doing
please
it.
do.
Yeah.
Please do.
We don't mean any
Hey,
harm
we welcome
by
it.
Hate is
We'll-
great.
You are pushing our message when you do that. So thank you.
In fact, if you're a true friend of the show, you will go on every one of our reels and start
Talk
shit.
some shit.
You will start shit. Start talking shit about us and then share your shit because then people are going to get it on your shit and then you will go viral and we got a shitstorm.
You know, Matt, too, talking about
Double
earlier
virality.
when you mentioned the tribe, this has also opened my eyes into we are actually starting to grow this tribe with people that we don't know. You know what I mean?
Tell you, bro. There's two levels of this.
Yes.
Okay. This is a long play. I tell people, other people tell people, smart people tell people this phrase. Well, get your household in order, number one. But number two, fucking enjoy the journey. This is what they mean. Like, there's no doubt in my mind we're going to do it. I want to push, and I want to push faster, of course, because I have no patience. I'm ready to go. But make no mistake about it. I don't want to fast forward time. and I don't want to not have the journey. So how fast do I actually want what we're trying to achieve? I mean, fast enough to drive me, to drive my.
I feel like we're still moving.
Yeah, I feel like we're moving and do it, but not too fast. Why? Because then we're gonna miss all the good shit. Like
right now, literally right now.
Yeah, yeah.
This is an amazing moment, and I've been on a high, dude.
We worked hard
We
for
know.
this,
And that's
Goddamn
why
right we
that's
did.
why we wanted to do this too, is to celebrate the wins.
Yeah.
You need to stop and pause and celebrate the wins.
This is a massive fucking.
We hit
win.
10K, and I was like, "Holy shit, we have 10,000!" And then it
2
like
days ago. 2 days ago.
2
we hit
days ago.
10K.
Now we're almost at 20K. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Okay.
And then Lindy says, "You're welcome."
Yeah.
So
Thanks
here's-
to Lindy's face.
I'll take all the hate for you guys just to get
Thank
more
you,
Well,
Lindy.
listen.
Oh yeah, and all the love.
But what about
my
Matt?
my short is
Can't
going
Matt
viral.
take some of the hate too?
My short has 5 million views.
My little brother told me a couple years ago when I was telling him about my plan on this whole plan. He was like, "Can I give you a bit of advice?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "You be behind the camera and make Lindy the talent." And I was like, What do you mean?" He was like, "I think she's just gonna be she's more likable, Matt. Like, people are gonna like her more than they're gonna like you. Let's be serious. It's easier to like Lindy." And I was like, "All right, cool.
I mean, actually, from her short, that's not true.
I'm gonna start."
There was a lot of hate.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
mostly
say,
hate.
But people are clicking on it
I
because of her face.
feel like I have gained, like 10,000 new men friends. And the women, I have never been hated by women, so many women in my life. But
Most women love you, Lindy.
at the same time,
Not anymore, motherfuckers.
here,
Just
yeah,
the dudes.
it's always talked about how their men aren't doing what they need to do. Their men aren't doing what they said they were going to do. They're not doing this. They're not doing that. But they never talk about what they're really doing. And I feel like they don't get enough credit these days because the families are divided and women are just, I saw a lot of comments that women just give up easily. And it could be true about men. Who knows? I don't know. But I just feel like this post specifically really brought light to me about how much men are hated. And it's not even from just feminists. It is from women who are married that are not happy with their husband or their husbands are not doing enough. But in turn, it probably has a lot to do with them and they don't even realize it. So I am anti-feminism. I just believe that.
You're not anti-women.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Right.
that's the difference is you can be anti-feminism crazy shit
I just
and not be anti-woman, very pro-woman, very pro-human, very pro-American.
yeah,
We
it
are
just-
anti anything
it
that
also
divides.
made me so very, very, very sad that so many men were like, yeah, I wish you could say this to my wife. I wish my wife would watch this because she doesn't appreciate the fact that I am trying so hard or that I still want to be with her, touch her, have sex with her. Everyone assumed that I was talking about sex. I was not talking about sex. I was just talking about human connection, period. But it just goes to show that men are lacking that so badly in this,
there's a lot
not
of
just
them.
the country, the world.
Well, that's why we talked about it because we know this from our person. We know personally people, men. I've experienced a lot of the stuff. We've experienced a lot of the stuff we were talking about, and we knew that this was a thing. I just don't think we understood it to this magnitude, like how fucking polarizing it
It
is.
opened my eyes. Literally,
crazy.
the comment section opened my eyes. So obviously, right, we know how bad things are, or how bad the media shows things are, is race and all this stuff. But this opened my eyes how bad households are.
Right.
I did
Inside.
not. Yes, that's yeah.
This isn't us.
Like when you say get your household in order,
this isn't us,
bro.
thing.
The comment section is a perfect example of why the households need to be. Yep.
Listen up.
I don't know how to use the words, but yeah.
Listen up.
Got it.
Listen up, women. If you want your men to love you unconditionally and want to protect you and want to be better and want to be strong, you need to serve them. You need to serve them as if they are your king. Now listen up, men. If you want your woman to love you and she is serving you, you need to fucking be worthy of it. You need to be a fucking man. You need to protect your fucking household. You need to be a fucking leader to your fucking wife and to your children. You need to be a provider, a protector, a defender, and you need to be a leader. If not, Like, don't get my comments or Lindy's comments, I know I speak for both of us, twisted on this. Like, if you're a piece of shit dude, women, you have no obligation to fucking serve a piece of shit dude. Dudes, don't be a fucking piece of shit. And if you're not a piece of shit, then everything that we say is 100% relevant regardless of how fucking feminist you are. We're not just putting on display a man. This isn't a fucking hostage situation. We're not fucking kidnapping our spouse. We're talking about a mutual respect for two individuals of fucking power and love and passion and connection and intimacy. That's what it is. It's none of what all of the fucking people want to make it. None of that.
Well, women could mow the yard too, Matt.
Yeah, no shit.
There was also
I didn't know I needed to say that.
there was also
So stupid.
some people that were like on a different post, but they were like, my husband, I was getting surgery or whatever. I cry in the closet because he doesn't want to hear my voice. Like, why are you still there?
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
get the fuck out. There's so many options that you have. So many options that you have that involve not crying in the closet. So,
yeah, you need to find somebody. Here's another part to what we're learning. This is a fucking hell of a journey. Like, for our avid listeners, I hope you guys are, and we've got a shitload of them, and we get texts and direct messages and comments on all of our shit all the time. People sharing it. We love you all so much. But for you folks, I know a lot of our base and a lot of our tribe so far is built around freedom. It's kind of our thing. It's kind of what our group is. I mean, whiskey, business, friends, family, and freedom, all that shit, plus faith. That's what we do. So we've got a good blend. But I hope that you're all understanding the journey that we're on, that this isn't like most podcasts don't come on. They do interviews. They don't do what we do. Part of what we're doing this is literally a format of talking about the journey that we're on to bring value in that aspect. So I hope our listeners are saying, hey, if I'm trying to build an online brand and the Marchese's are doing this, or Grady's or Ian, I mean, they're all doing their own thing too. But if we're building this way and it's working better than anything that they've tried over the last 5 years, go back and listen and just fucking copy what we're doing. Start a podcast. Start talking about shit. It's going to suck. Who cares? Your friends are going to think you're douchey.
You may suck.
You probably
And
will.
that's part of the journey. So, my first 6 months of YouTube is terrible. And guess what? All those videos are still up.
It's
because I
perfect.
love seeing it. It's all about the growth, man.
Or you may suck and decide not to put it up. We've done that before.
We did have a
The
show
very
that
first-
never saw the light
we
of day.
saved you.
Yeah,
that's because I wasn't there.
that's true. We
She
knew
is
early
true.
on.
She is true.
That's true.
Just kidding, guys.
We knew early on that a show without Lindy was. Listen,
I'm
there was
just-
no
Was
secret
no show
that
at all.
Lindy was.
Yeah,
gonna-
Lindy, you're not joking. 'Cause it's the truth.
But
Yeah, it sucked.
I've not been on several times,
And they were
was
bomb.
awesome. Yes.
Just not as great. Listen, you make everything better.
I think it's just me.
Well,
and
what
Matt
about you,
together.
Matt? You make stuff great too.
He needs to fucking do the dishes when he gets home. Then he can maybe think. Oh,
That's
women
literally
are
a comment
so
too, by the way,
crazy.
listeners. That is a comment.
Needs to change a fucking diaper. Then maybe I'll want him. Oh, stop it, woman! I can tell you right now, with that attitude, nobody's gonna want you. And men, you should not want a woman that
They said
fucking...
that too. Not with that attitude.
Oh, did they really?
Somebody made a comment.
And now with that, that's a perfect. So that's one of those like 3-word mic drops. If you can get it to
Yeah.
3 words, no period, and just leave it, that's what you want to do. And then we pimp the show too.
It's fun when other people come to our rescue like that. Not rescue,
Oh yeah,
but
I
like
love
in
that.
our defense.
In our defense, they'll stand up for
That's our
us.
tribe.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
our fucking
It's our
tribe.
tribe.
Those are our people.
It's very cool, man. For the people, for our avid listeners who are trying to build a brand and build. Here's some business aspect of this. I was listening to a podcast this morning, and she said we are in an attention first world.
Oh man.
And I went, this is what I've been trying to explain. So the distilled spirits world, which is where we kind of started the show, like our end game, the podcast isn't going to change the world, people. It's just a podcast. It's the whole protect your purpose, the whole purpose umbrella that Ian was describing earlier is what's going to change the world. The whiskey business is going to be the multi-billion-dollar, the distilled spirits business is going to be the multi-billion-dollar cash flowing fucking gigantic mega growth business built and comprised upon a conglomerate of purposes that seeks to change the world. That's what's going to change the world, not the podcast.
The podcast gets a lot of word out to the world.
Right. The
in
podcast creates the influence because when you want to change the world, how can you reach the
podcast
whole
grabs
world?
people's attention.
How do you reach the whole world? The World Wide Web. That's the only way to do it. Okay?
Guess
That's
what?
it.
5 million people just saw part of the message.
Boom. You
Actually,
go.
more than that, because you also had one that it didn't get 5 million, but 1.5 million.
Listen, we are in an
I caught it.
attention-first world. ServPro. I've got a lot of ServPro owners who follow the show. I can tell you right now, when we have millions of followers and when we have millions of people watching our show, they're going to give us commercial restoration projects from this show, like Protecting Your Purpose. There are going to be people who are going to say, oh, you're that Protect Your Purpose guy? Yes, I'll do business with you. People are going to come to me. They already have with investment opportunities. People that follow the show and they're like, well, shit, I didn't know you could do investments. Coming to me and us with investment opportunities. Like, we are in an influence-first world. We are in an attention-first world, meaning you used to build a brand, and then if you built the brand big enough, the brand is what got the attention. Hear me out. Attention first, products later. And if your product aligns with your overall concept of your lifestyle brand, okay, which all that means is we're just being ourselves. And we're authenticity and fucking value. And if you project authenticity and value and you're fucking relentless and consistent about it over a long period of time, you will build a tribe. You're watching it happen with us. And then once that happens, you now have a group of like-minded individuals and they're going to want to buy the shit you're selling because they're like-minded. They're like-interested. They're similar in interest.
And they believe in the message.
And they're a part of something bigger. And there's no bigger mission than we have. Like,
And
that's
when
why
all hell breaks loose, we know who to.
you got your people.
Yes.
We got about 16,000 of them right now.
It's pretty cool watching it grow. And then
It's fun.
coaching group is coming soon. We are all but up and running. I believe we've got the app up and running. We haven't launched it out yet. Coaching group. The apparel line is moving along well. We've got glasses. Here's a little
Shameless plug.
little shameless pug. Pug. We've got Protect Your
Stupid
Purpose
dog.
glasses now. Those will be on our website at some point for purchase. Hats and new color clothing and new types of clothing. Oh, we've got AR-15 straps. Like
Bad.
I thought you were about to say we got AR-15s. I'm like, what?
we got those too.
That?
Yeah. We're about to. So we're gonna do a Protect Your Purpose dipped AR-15 and we're gonna auction it off for charity. It's gonna be dope. Yeah, it's gonna be sick. So anyway. So, yeah, man, listen, we're building the brand. We're talking about it along the way. This is literally documentation of the journey of how to build a brand. And if you want to do it, follow us, follow along. And if you didn't believe us, if you thought we were stupid posting dumb shit and you were rolling your eyes, hopefully you see it now.
Also, we're an open book. So if you have questions or for any four
I know
of us,
that's right.
I mean, we're willing to tell you exactly how and what we're doing.
Not even just willing. We want to.
Right.
Value.
We want to.
We want
soul-
everyone around us to be successful. We want
DM me. I will send you right to Matt, and he'll tell you what we're doing.
Well, DM me and I will send you right to
Yeah, I
Lindy,
know.
right to Lindy when it comes to everything in my personal life, and right to Ian when it comes to everything on this fucking media outlet. So you can DM me too, but guaranteed to get forwarded to somebody who knows what they're talking about because it ain't me.
business questions would be to you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. High level business questions are kind of my jam. Even low level, like people are like, oh, how do I? You know what? I got something else real quick, and we're gonna wrap the show because I think we're getting close. No, really, real quick. What, did you just owe me? Like, there's no way I could ever
There's
say anything.
nothing quick. But okay, let's do it.
Well, all I was going to say was how appreciative and grateful I am. That I love you dearly.
You're so full of shit. You're full of
Fuck, I don't even remember what I was going to say now.
Well, what? She doesn't love you back?
Oh, she don't love me back.
Women can't love their men too?
No, here's what I was going to say. Another thing for the comment section. It's appropriate. It goes along with the theme of the show. We put shit out there in short form content, even podcasts, and people inevitably get on there. Yeah, sure. The rich people, these people have to be stopped. Oh yeah, sure. You only give us a little bit and you don't actually tell us how to do it. Listen up. The short form content is a clip from long form. The long form
Get you to the long form.
will have more information and not all of it. And then you can go from there to the comment thread and get more information. You can ask others, or you can go to the messages and direct message, and hopefully we're available and we'll respond. Anything we can do to add value.
And here shortly, join your coaching group and get even more value with
More
specific
details.
blueprints of what to do.
All that is all true. So, and we're building this whole thing like to provide value to people, because I believe and we believe, I hate to say I, because we've talked fucking hours and hours and hours on end about this. We believe that the way we're going to change the world and save freedom is through personal fucking excellence and personal growth and mental growth, physical growth, financial growth. Like that's our fucking mission. It's one of our main purposes is to help people grow. So of course you want to do that, but here's what I'm not going to do. I want to make one thing clear. If you want to be an entrepreneur or you want to be a leader, like leaders solve problems. Entrepreneurs solve problems. What that means is it's a constant, expect problems. It doesn't mean, and we've went through this before on another show, I think. It doesn't mean, oh, I have found what problem are you solving? All the problems that come right in the middle of my business plan and fuck me up. All the problems. Every single day there's another problem. If you want to be a leader and if you want to fucking grow some shit, expect problems. That's why we say do hard shit.
You're still, to this day, as a successful human, still solving problems daily.
More now than ever.
Literally, yes.
When they say more money, more
I
problems,
was
like,
just gonna say it.
listen, this isn't
More
just some-
gangster than that, but
this isn't catchy rap shit. This is fucking real. The bigger you go, the bigger your vision, the bigger your purpose, the more problems you're gonna have to solve. So if you don't want big problems to solve, then don't get into this game. But if you do, like if you can't figure out how to set up an LLC, don't bother. Like if I say something about how to write off taxes and you don't have the fucking intestinal fortitude, the will, the drive, the mental capacity, you don't get it, you don't want it enough to go after it, then definitely don't start a business. Because those details, so I'm here to help, especially on high level stuff. It's what I'm good at. But on like mid-level and low-level stuff, like I started doing that and I figured it out. How did I do that? I Googled it, everything. How did I learn to park a boat? The same way I learned how to start a business.
I was gonna say you're saying ask questions, but I'm not gonna fucking hand feed you.
Get the fuck out of here. How do I write off my taxes? Talk to a tax accountant. Pay somebody. If that accountant doesn't give you the right information, go to a different accountant. Go to 5 accountants and then do your own research. Educate yourself. Learn some shit. Go learn what questions you need to ask. What does this person mean when they say I don't have to pay taxes legally? You don't want that information from a podcast. I'm not selling a class on tax evasion. Like I'm not... No, I'm telling you this is possible, and I'm doing it. And how do I do it? Through my lawyers and my accountants and understanding the laws.
And legally, right.
Yes, of course. And feminists and activists, another one for you, don't come in the comment section talking about, yeah, good luck, good luck getting a house. Some fucking guy, I think. Good luck buying a house if you're only showing $10,000. Yeah, well, obviously, you don't get it. So, also some advice for everybody. If you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, stay out of people's comments.
Also, don't comment.
Don't comment. Like, save yourself. Go learn. I promise I'm not going to get on the show, and most of us aren't going to get on the show and just tell you shit that isn't possible and tell you it is possible. If I'm telling you, you don't have to fucking pay income taxes. All you have to do is spend money on things. That's real. Well, yeah, well, then you're broke. Well, I'm not. So figure out how to fucking do that. You want more information? At least go watch the show. Instead, they just want to fight with...
They just want to fight with strangers.
15 seconds.
They want to fight with
Yeah.
you and or have you give them every single piece of information.
Dude, dive into it. Learn. It's pretty easy to learn information.
Read books.
It's all on there. I mean, perfect example. Every single bit I learned about social media, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, I learned by watching YouTube videos.
Yeah.
All of it.
Sure.
I literally sat at home, watch it on a computer, and then practice it.
Yeah.
And look, I have a job running a fucking podcast now because of it.
Facts.
Thank you, Matt.
With millions of views and hundreds of thousands of likes and thousands.
Wait. He's getting paid to be here?
Oh, Ian,
Cut that.
cut that part out. You weren't supposed to fucking tell anyone. These two work for free. Sorry. So to answer the question, which has been asked to me a lot of times now, which is pretty funny, Zach gets paid as much as Lindy and I do on the show. Ian's only paid more
I
on
like
the show.
calling it pro bono.
Yeah,
just hear
it's pro bono. It's basically
I get paid in whiskey.
Yeah, whiskey and t-shirts.
I probably drank my salary.
You
in whiskey.
drank your wages for
Zach,
sure.
I found this out because I read an article. The average bar charges $200 for a shot of Pappy's. $200 for a shot.
Gross. Don't bet. Oh, more value to the audience. Don't fucking pay $200 for a shot of Pappy, people. Okay.
Please invest
Pay
that or
$8
something.
for a shot of
Dude.
Maker's Mark, which
Just-
is
Or
Matt's
come
one
on
of
the
his
show
favorite
as a
whiskeys.
guest. We'll bust open the
That's
Pappy.
right. We had some also guest requests. We had people. So we've had.
Some comedian.
Listen,
I'm down
We've
with
got
that.
people requesting to come. Like shit. Listen up, people. Follow this show. We are doing it. It's happening. It's gonna be awesome. In fucking 2 years or 3 years from now, we might even be we might have a different table.
We might have a
Someday we'll
something.
get that table.
We might not have a kitchen
we might
table.
have comfortable
Might
chairs.
be getting paid.
No, you're not getting paid.
No.
You signed
Volunteer
the.
work.
Lindy's
You
going to have
signed
her
the
own show
contract.
by then. Let's
No.
be real here.
Yeah.
Listen, I can tell you one thing. When we start which we've now monetized, we haven't. Well, anyway,
We'll talk
when this
numbers
show
after
is
the
making
show.
money, like make no mistake about it, this show isn't to enrich us. The show is to try and feed the purpose of saving the fucking world and making sure we preserve freedom and lead by example on how to make your lives better and grow and achieve personally to save and preserve freedom. So every bit of the dollars that this show makes will be reinvested back in like you have my 100% commitment. Like I'm not going on a vacation on Protect Your Purpose podcast money. The goal of this is to fund a way greater mission and a greater purpose. That's not what we're fucking doing with it. So if that's your intent, don't follow this show because that's not mine. I have no idea how to do that. You know, I don't know how to pivot from monetizing a podcast and then just be a podcaster. Not my intent. So, but for the rest of it, follow along.
If you
It's
go
been
on
a heck of a journey.
vacation on this money before we have comfortable chairs, I fucking quit.
I think I feel like you missed the whole purpose. But Lindy did bring up a good point the other day. Maybe creating a second setting, so a studio setting, and then maybe a more comfortable loungy setting.
Really?
For the couples.
Uh-oh.
Just
I know
wait,
what Zach's thinking.
wait.
Somebody else thought of that idea,
No, it's
huh?
just for the couples, Lindy and I's marriage podcast. You don't need that. No, you sit back down. Mustache. I see it coming back in.
The second setting is for the Matt and Lindy only show.
Motherfucker. You guys gonna be on
We're
the
gonna
couch
get really,
out there?
yeah, we're gonna get really comfortable
Relaxing.
couches. There's not gonna be a table, Zach. It's just gonna be the couches.
Microphone stands where you can just lounge back and do
Have you ever thought of that? Having a show with just couches and no table?
Never said it once. Never
Listen.
came to my mind.
Here's the deal. At some point, this studio is going to be fucking dope, super dope. Not that it isn't.
It is a dope ass.
It is very dope studio.
Currently dope. Is gonna.
Dude,
be
we're
dope.
going to have, I'm telling you right now, we're going to have the sickest studio in the game. We're going to, this is
We're
what
coming for you, Joe Rogan.
we're coming for all y'all. I'm telling
We're
you
gonna
right
have better
now.
arms than you, Joe Rogan.
I'm telling you, go look at our Instagram, go look at our reels, look at the views, and then go to your favorite influencer and check out their reels and their views. And look what we're doing. Follow us. And most importantly, don't follow us and not do shit. Don't follow us and not do shit. The time is right now. Start doing it. It's going to be, you won't have all the answers. You don't have all the answers. Start doing shit. You want to create content for your business? You got to find a niche. You got to find who is your talent? What is your talent? What are you recording? And I'm telling you right now, it is when they say you are the brand, what that means is think reality TV. Think reality TV. That's what it is. You got to put yourself out there. If not, then you're just selling commercials. You're going to be advertising on our show. We're not above that, by the way. We will take fucking advertisers. And then when they're like,
Just not Bud Light, Nike,
why did they do something wrong?
Kate Spade.
Why did those people do something wrong?
Yeah, we don't need it.
I'm just
That's
kidding.
for another
All right,
day.
listen. Hey, great show. Welcome back. Thanks.
Welcome
Good job,
back.
babe.
We're happy.
Nice
to
job.
Oh, we're
be
high
back.
fiving now.
I am
Yeah.
happy.
Can I get an air high
Hey,
five?
did you know that our burglar alarm went off last night while I was by myself with?
You about to tell this story?
I just wanted you to know. I really missed you.
Perfect timing for that then.
It was really scary. I had my
That's
loaded gun
sexist,
ready.
Lindy, for you to miss your husband. I won't allow that.
Jesus, do you think he missed you?
Yes,
Not
I
as
missed
much as
her.
I missed him, for sure. But anyways, okay.
You think you missed me more than I missed you?
1,000%.
Well, when a burglar's coming,
Right.
yes.
Right. At that moment, yes.
Yes.
I don't know. I miss you guys a lot when I leave. I doubt it. I doubt it. I don't think it's even possible. I'm alone.
Being the one gone is always
Being the one
harder.
gone is always worse.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is
I agree
listen.
with
This
that.
is ridiculous. You
Yeah.
grow up. Get your shit together. Okay. Have this conversation. You feminist.
How are you trying to start a fight on the
yeah.
podcast?
You feminist. This will end up in the
Can
comments.
you, I was about to say, you should just put this in the comments, Lindy.
People will be attacking Lindy for saying she misses her husband when he's gone. Why doesn't he miss you? Doesn't he miss you?
Why is he gone?
Why is he gone?
He should be there for
Let me
you.
guess, guys. Trip, golf, no dishes. Well, I've got diapers, clean
You can go on. You can go on.
for days. It wouldn't. Anyway, all right. Listen, I promised Ian I would do it at the beginning and end of the show. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow us, share our shit. We appreciate it. We've got a big ass purpose amongst the biggest in the world, man. We literally seek to change the world. It's going to be very hard. If you don't believe in us, we've got some traction going. Our plan is working. Believe us, we're going to get there, but not without your help. So please share the show, like it, subscribe, and do all that shit. Comment, rate us. Unless it's a shitty rating, in which case don't do that and go fuck yourself instead. So, what?
It's harsh.
Well, if you're going to leave us a shitty rating, leave us shitty comments, but not shitty ratings.
Save the shitty ratings.
Save it. And if you're going to leave us a shitty rating, make sure you say that I said in the show that I wanted you personally to go fuck yourself. Because I'm sure that will drive the ratings. And the same thing. Yes. So if you're going to do that. Anyway, thanks for joining us. And as always, find your purpose, serve your purpose, and protect your purpose, people.
One,
Boom.
2, 3. 1, 2, 3.